Scorpio, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late August, early September 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's going on for the Scorpio collective, my Scorpio gang. Let's see what's going on for you, my friends, my guide, spirit team. Talk to me about the Scorpio Scorpions. And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself. At the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting in my opinion. Scorpios seem to like it. But let's get it going here. Let's get this first card rocking for Scorpio, please. And thank you. What do we got, please? Thank you. Okay. Oh, we got the Magician showing up here. This Magician's a little different than the Magician in the tarot deck, even though it has some sort of similarities. So we're going to have to take a look at this. Yes, it could be creation and manifestation, but there's a little sense of illusion, sleight of hand with this card. Before we fully dive into it, though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the August subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about this Magician. So, like I said, it's similar to the Magician in the tarot deck, but this is an oracle deck. Notice it looks like he's doing there with, like, doing tricks with his hands open. So, of course, for some of you, it could represent taking control of a specific situation or your life in general. This could represent manifesting, knowing that your powers of creation, your powers of manifestation could be amped up in this time. This is also a very spiritual card. It could speak about ritual and stuff like that as well. But one thing that I always say about this version of the Magician is that it could be a little bit of a warning from spirit, because there's a sense of illusion tied in here. So whether it's an illusion someone's casting your way or an illusion in general, you might not be seeing something as clearly as you should, or there could be a little bit of mystery, because what does the Magician do? Saying, hey, look at this hand, while the other one is doing something else. So not to put everyone on high alert, just giving you an overview. This could just be good. It could just be spirit saying, like, hey, you could create what you want in this time. Your powers of creation are very potent, but always watch out for the illusion. So let's get into tarot. I always say that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a footnote. Let's get you 3 of these in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive, juicy stuff. So I'll shuffle it up here one time for you, Scorpio. Let's see what we got, my guides. Talk to me. And while we get this deck ready, let's talk about last week's reading. It was titled Karmic Justice Incoming. There were big karmic themes at play. And for some Scorpios, like at least what the cards were telling me last week, you might have been wanting somebody to get what they deserve in some sort of way. Not to sound dark or anything like that. Justice comes in all different shapes and sizes. But that was a big vibe I was picking up last week. So we're going to see what we have this week. As you know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you. Right? Because it could be your energy, it could be someone you're linked to. Let's get 3 cards out here for my Scorpios, please. And I know that reading was hitting for me. But you know me. Let's get it going. What do we got for Scorpio? All right, yeah, so here's the mystery, right? Crazy how we have the Magician in the beginning. I'm talking about all this. And we have the Moon as the very first card. Interesting stuff, Scorpio. So we're in for an interesting one. That's for sure. Very nuanced read. And let's get 2 more. Nothing wrong with a little mystery, right? A little unexpected. It's the spice of life. Okay, we got the 8 of Pentacles here. Diligent, working hard, right? Could be work things, money things. Let me get you 2 more, my friends. What do we got for Scorpio? Well, 1 more. Unless a bonus pops out with the next card. Okay, and we get no bonus. Okay, we got the 4 of Swords here. All right. Yeah, I'm already picking up an interesting, intriguing dynamic of energy here. So let's go through Scorpio real quick. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get into that juicy, intuitive stuff. So at first look, first glance, what do I have for us Scorpios right here? If you look down in the box, we have the Moon, the mystery. We have this very diligent, earthy, hard-working card, but then we have a card that's still and rest. So next to this Moon, we have 2 cards that are almost complete opposites here, with the 8 of Pentacles and the 4 of Swords. So this is an interesting dynamic that we're going to want to analyze as we move through. Maybe it's a situation where it's going to either go this way or go that way. It could be something that's a little up in the air right now, but let's go through one by one. Position number 1, we have the Moon card. So astrologically, this one does link to the Pisces collective. Even though it does have the Cancer's moon here, this is a Pisces card, but I also like to link it to the Cancerians a little bit. So maybe you are connected to another water sign when this shows up. So what do we think of when we see the moon card? Obviously, I always say this is my biggest card of mystery. So the unseen, the unknown, the surprising, the unexpected, it all links in when we have this moon card show up. So this is going to be a cornerstone of this week's reading, that's for sure. What else? The moon is a very psychically in tune type of card, an intuitive type of card. We often see this show up when you're extremely sensitive to subtle energies, whether it's other people, whether it's places, whether it's spirit. So just know your energetic sensitivities could be through the roof. But also, it's a card of illusion, it's a card of mystery, so we really need to watch out, especially since we had the Magician early on in the reading, okay? And I don't say that to be a fearmonger or anything like that. You already know the deal. The moon, like all mystery, doesn't have to be bad mystery. But moving to the second position, we got the Eight of Pentacles. How diligent. This is one of my favorite cards in the whole entire deck. This is hardworking. Okay, so for some of you, it could just be simple. This could just represent work issues, what you do for money, how you earn money, or anything in that realm. Could just be finances. But when I see the Eight of Pentacles, I think of someone putting in a lot of energy, putting a lot of work into something, just diligent, dedicated, honing a craft, trying to become a master at something. So we're getting someone just putting forth tons and tons and tons of effort and energy when this card shows up. Aside from those archetypes, the Eight of Pentacles does have a challenge. Sometimes this could represent somebody that works a little too hard, someone that might be a bit of a workaholic, where they're only focused on their work and they're not focused on what's going on with anything else. It's like, no, I got to keep focused and do this. Maybe some of you are just about your pentacles in this time. Okay, so we'll see when we clarify, because that'll really change the flavor for us. Now, moving to the very back end, we have the complete opposite of this Eight of Pentacles. This very diligent, hardworking. This card is exactly still. It's not moving. So the Four of Swords, I generally see it for several different reasons, especially in a reading where the moon is here. It could represent the sleep state. So hopefully you're not having issues sleeping, or maybe there's someone around you that's having problems in the night, problems sleeping. This card could show up with dreams as well, very similar to the moon. So we're seeing some things show up, but this is a very still type of card. It's not moving. So when I see this, if you're not having sleep issues or anything like that, it is somebody taking a minute to rest, taking a second to break, calm it, like to just calm it down, or just take a vacation of some sort. So maybe some of you are planning a vacation or a rest of some sort. But yeah, this Four of Swords is not as diligent as this Eight of Pentacles, that's for sure. Okay, like these are polar opposites to what we have going on here. So maybe you guys are putting certain things to a halt, putting certain things to a stop. That's a big possibility, but we have to see how it's all going to play out. So I want to dive deeper, Scorpio. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for my friends. What do we got, my guides? Talk to me. And yes, Scorpio, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that moon card. Really want to see how the moon and the Four of Swords play together. But yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Scorpio, you drop it in the comments. I don't mind. All right, moon card, what's it doing? Why is this moon here? Thank you. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, there's a big focus around work here, my friends. We have the Three of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. For some of you, there could be really some unexpected situations regarding work, what you do for work, money. This doesn't necessarily feel bad, though. When I see the Three of Pentacles, there might be situations involving groups of people. If you're not going through anything in regards to work, Spirit might be wanting you to like really focus your attention on those around you and the circle you're connected to. So that's one message I could give for those that are not concerned with work and money and stuff like that. The focus and the gaze should be on other people and how they're acting and what they're doing. Generally, this is a really good card of teamwork. So some of you might really get some like surprising help or assistance or unexpected help or assistance with something, which can be very good. But once again, there's a lot of mystery and there's a lot of unknown. There's a lot of illusion in regards to work. These two cards are the biggest cards of work, mastery, earning, putting a lot of energy forth. So I could also say on top of all that, I want to give messages for everyone that could possibly be watching that. We have the personal relationships and all that. We think of action with the Three of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. Even though they're earthy, they're putting forth effort, they're putting forth action. So there could be unexpected or surprising actions being taken as well. Okay, so I know that's a lot of different messages. Just roll with me. We're going to keep pushing. Okay, and we'll talk about it more during the recap. But you might receive some help or assistance, or there's someone who's, and I've been seeing this for other signs too in recent weeks, there's somebody who may do something or take an action or make a move that you just don't see coming. Either that or there's just confusion or unknowns in regards to work and money. Let's just keep going. I don't want to keep dragging it out. It is what it is. So let's see why that Eight of Pentacles is here. Maybe that'll illuminate us a little bit. So why is that 8 here? Thank you. Okay, Temperance in reverse, no time to waste. Okay, to me this does feel like somebody who's like, no, you know, I can't waste my time. I have no time to waste. I can't waste my time on this. I can't waste my time on that. I have an agenda. I got to do this. Like, it feels very like, I don't want to say motivational, but it feels like somebody who feels like they've lost time doing something, or that they've wasted enough time, or if they've lost enough time, they can't stop. They can't take a break. They got to keep it pushing. They got to keep it moving. That's the vibe I'm picking up here. We have Temperance in reverse. Now, the good thing with Temperance is that it is angelic. It has the Archangel Michael on it. So just know there is an extra layer, an extra set of protection around us Scorpios in this time, which is a beautiful thing. But when Temperance shows up in reverse, there is no patience here. There is no stop. So remember, I did say there's a lot of action here. Someone like possibly doing things or taking actions, making moves. When Temperance shows up in reverse, there is no stopping. So like I'm getting this snowballing type of energy where something gets kicked off, something gets started, and it only picks up more steam, more steam, more steam, and keeps moving. Okay, if this isn't somebody frantic, like I can't stop, won't stop type of energy, let's just keep it moving. Once again, I feel like I'm getting hung up and caught up on each message. I don't want to do that. Let's see what's up with the Four of Swords. Then we'll do a quick little recap before we get into the shadow card. Interesting reading at the very least. But surrounding this moon, once again, with the Three of Pentacles, the effort, the mastery, the effort, energy being put out. Now Temperance in reverse, action. There's action, action, action. So I would say in this time, expect the unexpected. Specifically around work and other things like that, but it doesn't just have to be that. So let's see why that Four of Swords is here. Thank you. Wheel of Fortune in the upright underneath this Four of Swords. Okay, for some of you, like, you may feel like you have to put in so much effort to make something work, or you have to make your own rewards. You ever hear that term, like, I'll make my own luck? Like, that's kind of a vibe I'm picking up here on the back end. However, I feel like I have to tell a lot of Scorpios, I felt this for you a few months ago, and it's coming up again. There's a magnetic energy of good coming into the Scorpio collective here with the Wheel of Fortune in the upright underneath the Four of Swords. When you stop trying so hard, when you stop fighting against the current, when you really stop trying to force something, that's when the blessings are really going to come through for a lot of Scorpios. Okay, as someone with very prominent Scorpio placements myself, I know that we generally have a work ethic. We expect certain results, and we are willing to put in work to achieve what we want to achieve. And we don't expect less from anyone around us as well. And sometimes, to our own detriment as Scorpios, we could really get hard-headed about certain things and say, no, like, we can't, like, it has to go this way and we have to make it happen. But sometimes we could force things when they shouldn't be, all right? And that's just me being real about us Scorpios. This is Spirit telling us, like, hey, you don't have to force nothing. It's coming to you magnetically. So the wins, the victories, the beautiful stuff, this energy is here to be had. Okay, and like, of course, we still need to put in effort to get what we want and get the outcomes and results we want. But Spirit is just saying it's already in hand, baby. This energy is magnetic. It's coming towards you. Even if it's not right now, it's coming, and it's big. So let's go through and do a quick recap, because that was an exciting way to end this reading. It really was. Okay, but let's go through real quick. In position number 1, before we get into the shadow card, we have the wheel, not the wheel of fortune, we have the moon card surrounded by so much action. Even though we have earth here, we got the 3 of pentacles, we got the 8 of pentacles. These are both cards that include a lot of effort, a lot of pushing. Now with the 3 of pentacles underneath, maybe there are some unknowns or things that you don't quite see in regards to certain individuals around you, but I did feel for a lot of you might be receiving assistance or help, even if you don't expect it or realize it. You may want it, you may not. For another portion of you, I feel like this could be an unexpected or surprising action where someone makes a move that you didn't see coming, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. It could be a good thing, but I feel for some of you, it might not be asked for, if that makes sense. But moving to the center, we have the 8 of pentacles with temperance in reverse. That can't stop, won't stop type of energy. Okay, like, okay, I have no time to waste. I've wasted enough time. I've wasted enough of this. I've wasted enough of that. I'm going to keep going. Nothing's going to stop me. I'm going to make this happen. Just steamrolling, pushing it forward. Like there is no time to waste, almost to a frantic point right here in the center. But whether that's a mode you're in or someone else is in, like this is someone who is highly focused on something and making it happen. However, we get to the back end, we have the 4 of swords, not moving whatsoever, and the wheel of fortune in the upright. Yes, that's a karmic card as well, but I'm not getting the bad vibes off the back here. Once you stop trying to force something, once you stop trying to push an issue, that's when the blessings are really going to come in, because for a lot of the Scorpios, Spirit is saying that there is a magnetic energy drawing blessings towards you if you see it and if you allow it to come. So that's what we have. Super interesting this week, Scorpio. Please take a screenshot if you want to look into it further. I'm going to get you a shadow card. Let's see what's in the shadows for Scorpio. Guides, talk to me. What do we got in the shadows for Scorpio? Very interesting, my friends. And yes, you know me, I always like to pull this one shadow card at the very end. I feel like it's introspective, whether it's something within us or something we don't quite see. Maybe it'll give us some answers about all this stuff that's going on in there. Let's get one shadow card for Scorpio, my guides. I know I don't got to explain that to you. All right, we got the Page of Wands in the shadows. So talk about energy exertion within this reading, pushing something forward. The Page of Wands is all about that. Now, when we get this card in the shadows, for some of you, it could just represent a fire sign that you're connected to. There could be something that has gone down with them that has left a mark on you for some reason or another. The Page of Wands specifically is a communicator, but it's how you expend your energy. So Spirit could really be asking a lot of Scorpios to analyze how they're using their energy. Are you putting your energy towards the best possible things? Are you squandering your energy? Are you wasting it? Are you using it wisely? Because this page spreads itself too thin sometimes and runs out of energy. And I feel like a big part of the reading we saw this week was how someone uses and expends their energy. So Spirit could be asking you to take a bigger look at that. Don't waste your energy. Don't waste your time on things that don't deserve it in one way or another. Same goes for cross watchers as well. But this Page of Wands also asks us to speak truthfully and honestly in all of our undertakings this week. So Scorpio, that's what we have, my friends. Don't click away just yet. I'm going to give you the details of the August subscriber surprise. For the August subscriber surprise, I'll be picking 3 winners for 3 different tarot decks. It will be a winner's choice this month. So if you want the Gilded Tarot, it's your choice. If you want the Witch's Tarot or anything under $40 US, 3 winners will be chosen. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments what you think is the best use for tarot. Speaking to spirit, shadow work, inner work, confusion. You'll be entered to win. And at the end of the month in August, I'll announce the winners of my community tab. As always, my friends, much love. I'll see you soon.